K1BOB W5OG on HF. You copy, Bob?
W5OG K1BOB. I've got you about an S7 here, Dale.
It's going to be tough. I can hear you come back, but you're not really Q5. About a 4 and 7, and my noise level is right at 7 when I point the antenna toward you there, Bob.
Yeah, I got the antenna pointed towards you, Dale, and you're between a 4 and a 5 now. 4 and a 5, but I'm getting most of it. K1BOB standing by for the net.
W5OG, K2S, JP.
Yeah, Bob, you have a good signal with me, even off the back here. I'm going to get the Lumpkin SDR up if I can hear more signals that way. I'm thinking about moving the antenna to the east and leaving it there just because it's quieter. When I put it to the west, the noise level is really high. W5OG.
Okay, Dale. Well, locally you're about 30 over 9. Good, solid. I copied you full quieting today. Real good signal. K2SJP, standing by.
K2SJP, 6RG. Bob, do you give us a Hamvention report?
Hello, test. W5OG. Checking out the Lumpkin SDR, and it looks like I'm at S9 there. And we'll be starting the Air Force's Flyers Club net in about 5 minutes, top of the hour. W5OG standing by. Was that Kilo Bravo 4 Papa Victor, over? Okay, KD4 PPV. We're about ready to start the Air Force's Flyers Club net. Do you want to join us on the net this morning, over? All right, Rusty. I'm not sure you got my call correct. It's Whiskey 5 Oscar Golf, like Olive Garden. Name is Dale, and I'm in East Texas. You're 5-9 with me this morning, Rusty. right, fine, Rusty. 7-3 to you. Have a good day. W5OG will be starting the Air Force's Flyers Club Net in about 4 minutes. Okay, it's 1500 Zulu. Time to get started with the Air Force's Flyers Club Net this Thursday morning. Good morning to all. This is Whiskey 5 Oscar Golf. Name is Dale. Delta Alpha Lima Echo. I'm located in East Texas. I've got about every SER on that I can think of, but conditions are still marginal with me this morning due to a high noise level primarily. And I think it's local here, so maybe others are not experiencing this same thing. I hope not. And let's see. Let me ask a question right quick. K4YDB, Charlie, did you get the question of the day there over?
W5OG K4YDB. Yeah, I got it.
Okay, yeah, I sent it over there yesterday. I'd hope you'd get it up on live stream. I don't see it yet, but anyway, we'll go on with the net As I was saying, this is Whiskey 5 Oscar Golf, and this is the Air Forces Flyers Club Net, which meets every day of the year on this frequency. At this time, every day, including Christmas. Members of our group are active duty, retired, and veterans of the military from all branches. We include air crew, ground crew, air traffic controllers, support personnel, anyone associated with or supporting the mission, the aviation mission from all of our armed forces. We also like to welcome visitors to join us on the net. The purpose of our group is to promote fellowship between those of us radio amateurs who spend a portion of our lives supporting the missions of our armed forces. This is a control net, contact net control. Please use the words contact, relay, info, or check-in. I invite you to check out our website. It's located at airforcesflyersclub.org. I say again, airforcesflyersclub.org. All right, we are using NetLogger, and the list for the morning's net will be on NetLogger, and John, WA6LJS, is doing that for me. Thank you, John. We also have a Echolink node, and we'll be using that to back up the HF, and then we usually wind up over on Echolink after the net for a few last comments. And that node is AFFC. It's under the conference tab of Echolink there. Alpha Foxtrot Foxtrot Charlie. All right. So far on the list, I have the following stations. And this is right directly off of NetLogger. You can log in there if you'd like to join us on the net, or you can just check in here over the air, and I will take over the air check-ins here just shortly. So far, I've got K0ZNC Don. He'll be brought in, simulcast in from Echolink by K1BOB. I've got Uncle Cliff, W5PIX into Mobile. And, of course, I'm hearing him only on the SDR. And I've got Jack, KM4CAX, with his big signal. And Lee, W4PUO, I heard on the SDR. He's not hearing me because we're too close. And he's not interested in the SDRs, I suppose. Anyway, I've got also Leon, or Lee in Arlington, my neighbor to the west, N5BE. Good morning to you, Lee. And I've got Tom, KA4YES. I heard you only on the SDR this morning, Tom, so we'll have trouble. But we'll get you in there one way or the other. And I've got John, as I mentioned before, WA6LJS. And Captain Bill, W2WLD. I hope you're hearing me, Bill. I've got the antenna. Well, it's really to the east. It's not much to the northeast, but I think you'll probably still be hearing me, maybe on the SDR. And Bob, K1BOB, our commander. He's going to do the simulcast for me with Don this morning. Got John, oh, wait a minute. Did I miss you, Bob? K2SJP? I did. You're number 10, K2SJP, then K1BOB, and next would be John, W7AJN. And good morning to you, John. Got the Ops Officer Carl, KF7GJO, and the antenna is away from you, Carl, so you're probably not hearing me at all, but maybe you can hear me on the SDR. Got Chris receiving only this morning, KS5KY in Bowling Green. Good morning, Chris. And Charlie, K4YDB. I did hear you locally here, Charlie. I've got Mike, KQ6E. Good morning to Mike. And WB2JJO, Ray in Petersburg, New Jersey. And the antenna should be favorable to you there, Ray. Hope you can hear me locally. And James, KG5PT, is receive only. He had a tornado come through there. He sent me some pictures of that when it was going on, I guess, with the radar display, and it looked really, really bad. I'm glad no, I shouldn't say that, but I'm glad it didn't come our way there, James, and I'm glad no one was injured. But James did have some antenna damage, so he's received only this morning. And I've got Bob in X6RG. Are there any others that would like to check into the Air Force's Flyers Club net this Thursday morning? Members or guests, call now. Okay, Alpha Charlie 4 Delta Alpha. Do I have that correct? All right, Leo. I think we've got you all okay there. You want to? Are you just passing through, or are you going to stay with us for the net this morning, Leo? Over. I'm sorry. You're looking for what now? I've got two in an old SB 220. They're the originals, but I'm not going to get rid of them there, Leo. Can't help you. Anything else this morning, Leo, before we move on with the net? Over. All right, Leo. Well, you're a fairly good copy with me, too, but only about an S8, though. All right. Let me just take over-the-air check-ins one more time. Any other check-ins over the air, please call now, W5OG. John, WA6LJS, put a call out from the West Coast, if you would. W5OG.
Wilco. This WA6LJS relaying for net control for the Thursday morning Air Force Flyers net. We're looking for check-ins, either members or visitors. Call now. Now, all's quiet out west, Dale. Back to net.
Well, it's going to be tough today. I may have to put the antenna back to the west, John. I'm not hearing you at all locally. And you're coming into the, I guess that would be the Lumpkin School SDR in Georgia there, probably the best, but it's still way down. I've got to figure out a way to, let's see, I think I can mute the live stream because it's that delay is troublesome for me. I'll figure that out here shortly. All right, let's go to Bill, W2WLD. Put a call out from New York, if you would, Bill, W5OG.
Yeah, welcome, Dale. This is W2WLD, upstate New York. Relaying for net control for the Air Force's Flyers Club. We're looking for check-ins, members or guests. Please call now. Nothing heard, Dale.
Okay, Bill. I think you said you heard nothing. It's going to be a difficult day, I can tell you that. All right, well, the question of the day is a pretty simple one. It's in remembrance of the Army aviators, and we do have a few, and in particular, I'm thinking of K5OH, who we haven't heard from in a long time. I know he's having health difficulties, and we need to be thinking about Troy, K5OH, who used to be a gunship pilot there in the Army. And the question of the day, stand by. Has to do with the Apache, the AH-64. And for those of you that are on NetLogger, you can see the question being scrolled through on the NetLogger as we speak. And from time to time, we'll include helicopters. I have a fond place in my heart, I suppose, for helicopters since I flew them for 4 years in the Air Force. Not the Army, but the Air Force type helicopters. But anyway, the question of the day: the Apache AH-64 is the most advanced multi-role combat helicopter used by the U.S. Army. And my question is, which one of the following corporations has never been involved in manufacturing the AH-64? And there's a whole list of them there. I hope you're on NetLogger so you can see it, but I'll give it to you. Answer A is Boeing aircraft. Answer B, McDonnell Douglas. Answer C, Subaru. Answer D, Hughes. Answer E, Bell helicopter. And answer F is Sikorsky, and now Lockheed Martin. All right, so the answers again, and what I'm looking for is one of those has never been involved in manufacturing of the AH-64. Which is it? Is it answer A, Boeing? Answer Bravo, McDonnell Douglas? Answer Charlie, Subaru? Answer Delta, Hughes aircraft? Answer E, Bell helicopter? Or answer F, Sikorsky, Lockheed Martin? And for extra credit, we talked about this before a time or two, so this may be an easy one for you. How many Apache AH-64 aircraft can be carried on a C-5 aircraft? How many can be carried on a C-5? Answers are A4, B5, C6, or D7. 4, 5, 6, or 7, those are the answers. How many can be carried on a C-5? All right, that's the question of the day. Let's start off as we are inclined to do there when we have Don aboard. Good morning to you, Don, K0ZNC, and if you'd bring him in this morning, Bob, I would appreciate it. K1BOB, go ahead, W5OG.
Now, this is K1BOB, and Don, go right ahead. You're up, Don. He's up.
Good morning, all. K0ZNC, Don, in Longmont, Colorado here. I turned down the volume on the SDR. Hopefully that's not bothering things now. Anyway, we're having a really nice day here today. Temperature's about 58. It's going up to 70. I think they said 78 today. No chance of rain, which is not good because we need it for fire protection, so to speak. If it gets too dry, we're really prone to fire, especially with all the dead timber in the mountains and in the forest up here. Anyway, we're doing fine on this end. I don't have any idea about the question, so I'm going to Charlie out on both of them. So put me down for Charlie out on both of them there, Dale. Let's see what else going on there. My son's coming over for a visit later on today. Well, I always look forward to the family. I have two sons in the area that come by at least once a week, each of them. So I really appreciate them. Don't have much else to add. Look forward to listening to some of the answers to the questions since I have no idea which one it is. With that, we'll turn it back to you, Dale, W5OG via K1, I believe it was K1BOB. And thanks to the both of you for getting me on HF this morning. K0ZNC.
K1BOB, back to net.
Okay, Don, mighty fine. 100% solid copy there. Of course, I was cheating a bit. I had Echo Link on as well. You're much better on Echo Link, Don. Yeah, I'm glad that you're going to get together with some family. I wish we were closer. We'd stop in and visit from time to time. Maybe we can work that out on the way back from South Dakota like we did last year. We'll see how it works. All right, let's move along to Uncle Cliff, W5PIX in the Mobile, someplace on I-35. It's a good thing you let's see, how can I word this? You're not any more detrimental to that highway than the rest of your trucker brothers there, Cliff, because you really do some damage to it. You have so much experience on that highway. Anyway, over to you, Cliff. Good morning again. W5PIX Mobile, W5OG.
This is W5PIX. Thank you there, W5OG. And yeah, I've been wearing this road out when it was 4-lane, and now I'm trying to do it as a 6-lane highway. It's the longest 6-lane highway in the state of Texas. In some places we have 4 lanes, so to back that up. From 6 to 7, no, 6 lanes, yeah, 6 lanes. I'll get it straight. Not enough coffee yet this morning, which is a shame, but anyway, been awake since 6 o'clock this morning and make a delivery in Austin at Denver Mattress there. It was a convenience for them. And then I'm down here in Selma, or Church, suburbs of San Antonio here. So anyways, we're close to home, but no cigars yet. We gotta do another day's worth of work before we go back home again. There are some storms brewing up again, so round 3 for Central Texas. And I was watching it on the local television station there in Austin. We did run into a little bit of hail last night, but I did miss the tornado and a lot of the activity there in Temple, but they did lose power. And when I came back through there about 11 o'clock last night, they still was quite a bit of Temple was without a power. And still quite a bit of debris was still on the highway, but not on the highway per se, but had been moved. We will be going back up that way again this evening. We got to go back up to San Marcos and pick up an Amazon load and take it up there to McKinney, Texas. So we will be back up in KG5PT East General area. So we'll be talking to him probably on 2-meter or on landline. Thank you, Ma Bell, or either the iPhone or the Samsung. Answer to the question. Good question. I was going to say, well, I had Grumman in mind. I didn't, but I don't know if they've done anything for helicopters. I really have no idea on helicopters. I never got to work on any of them. I had to study for them, but I never had ever worked on one. C5, I was going with Alpha on that one, but maybe Bravo. I know they can put F1 or the T-38s. I think they can put about 4 or 5 of T-38s in there. I've seen that, but then again, they might have left a little bit of room for something else, because I had a few of them fly in there and do NAS Agana there in Guam back in the 70s. Other than that, all right, I'm going to pass it back to you, Dale. I'm busy making some right-hand turns here to go to the store here in Selma. So this is W5PIX, back to W5OG, net control.
Okay, mighty fine, Cliff. 100% copy there. What is it? The one out in Georgia there, the Lumpkin, Georgia SDR works great. You're coming in very well there. Anyway, let's move along and drive carefully there, Cliff. KM4CAX, good morning, Jack. I know I'll hear you this morning. What's up in Stoperton, W5OG?
maybe FWF bounce around at the long hauler about to get more done. But I don't know what to do. Anyway, right now I've got everything else. It's going to be dual purpose here today. Take a couple months off, so I'll be turning the volume down, but I'm playing the track to 72. I actually got a Bravo Charlie. So of course, yeah, it's different.
Okay, Jack, you know what you need to do, and that's support your local economy a bit more and hire a lot more of that work done by somebody else. I've discovered that here in my later years, and you're not going to be able to take it with you. Anyway, got your answers as Bravo and Charlie, Jack. I think it's good for you, though, to stay busy and stay active. And I'm sure that's one of the entering arguments in why you do that. So that's great. All right, let's go to Lee and see if we can get him. And I may need you to bring him in for me, John, WA6LJS. If you bring in W4PUO, good morning, Lee, W5OG, you're up.
W4PUO, you're up, Lee. WA6LJS relay. W4PUO, you're up.
You're up, Lee.
I don't hear him now, Dale, but I heard him this morning, no problem earlier, over.
Yeah, I heard him on the SDR earlier. I don't know he was there. He may have gotten disgusted and left. I don't know. Or frustrated or something. All right, let's try Lee in Arlington there. N5BE. If you're there, Lee, and this is a question for you there this morning, I guess. you probably should not give the answer. I know you know it, but what the heck? Go ahead, and we'll let everybody else behind you take a chance on whether you're right or not, I guess. And anyway, go ahead, Lee. N5 Bravo Echo W5OG.
W5OG N5B. Well, I'm conflicted, Dale. Good morning. I'm really conflicted here because I'm going to go ahead and answer it, but I'm not going to give you the reasons why. So let me just say this: that nothing appears as it really is on this question. Parts are sourced to different companies, to different countries for different reasons. And that's all I'll say. So I'm going with Bell Helicopter Echo because they were a direct competitor with the AH-1 W&Z Model Cobra. And I'll go with 6 for the total number of aircraft. But if I may, I want to tell you a quick story about the Bell entrant. The Bell entrant into the advanced attack helicopter in the 70s was the YAH-63. It was an awful aircraft. It was so bad that the test pilots at Bell were scared of it. And one day they were down south here in the test area, got into some sort of reverse control issue or something, got it on the ground, had to engage the rotor brake at a much higher RPM in order to safely exit the aircraft. The rotor brake caught on fire. The pilot is running for his life. He looks over his shoulder, and he sees the flight test engineer standing on the wing, peeing on the rotor brake. And all the pilot said was, "For God's sakes, Walt, let it burn." So I love the good old days. All right, I'm going with Bell and 6, Dale, and maybe we can talk about that a little bit later. W5OG N5BE.
Okay, fine. Finally. Oh, my goodness. You have some real stories there. And in looking into this, the thing that really caught my eye was the D model, the Apache AH-64D, the Apache Longbow. You know, what an awesome name! If nothing else, it's an incredibly, it just sounds fierce. The Apache Longbow. Anyway, with that advanced radar, you're going to have to explain that sometime to us. Maybe we can have that for another question for another day. Anyway, pretty interesting stuff there. Thank you, Lee. All right, let's go to Tom in Dothan, Alabama. KA4YES. Good morning. Tom, you're up. W5OG. Okay. All right, Tom, mighty fine. I got your answers there. I heard Charlie. What was the first answer? What was the answer to question one there, Tom? Over. Oh, Charlie. Okay, we got it. All right, we'll be back to you here just shortly for the 73 round. Hopefully, we can get that in. Let's go to John, WA6LJS. Thanks for the help this morning, John, as always. W5OG, you're up.
Okay, thanks, Dale. W5OG. This is WA6LJS. Good morning to the net. Well, I'm hearing myself good on SDR2 and Lumpkin, but that's the only place I'm hearing you, Dale. I mean, I'm hearing you locally, but you're way in the noise. So I don't know what's going on with propagation. You're usually one of the strongest stations, and just barely breaking the noise level on the local receiver. Anyway, let's see. It's kind of overcast today, but it's 60 degrees. And once this burns through, we're going to go up into the 70s again. Have a very pleasant day. Answer to the question. Okay, I'm going to go the same with Leon. I'm going to say echo for the first, the bell, and the amount that can fit in a C5 is 6, which is Charlie. So put me down for echo Charlie. And I'll be here to the bottom. Back to net. W5OG, WA6LJS.
Okay, fine, John. Yeah, only on the SDR. Can't hear you locally. It's, of course, I got the antenna now to the east, where there's less noise for me, but also less less signals from the west. We have to do what we have to do, I guess. So let's go up to Scotia again. Bill, good morning again. You're up. W2WLD, W5OG.
W5OG, W2WLD. Good morning again, Dale. Good morning all on the net. Propagation getting a little better. John was about a 5 before the net started, and he's up to S7 out in Hamul. So a better path to the west coast now. Overcast 77. My grandson has a baseball game this afternoon, but there is some question of weather. So hopefully the weather will allow that game to be played. My wife and I both enjoy watching him play baseball, and my daughter said he's pitching today. As far as your question, I'm torn between two, and if you'll allow, I'd like to pick two companies that did not manufacture that aircraft, that helicopter, Bell and Sikorsky. So if I'm allowed, I'll take Echo and Foxtrot on the manufacturers, and as far as how many, I'll go with Charlie. So Echo, Fox, and Charlie, Dale. Oh, I have to make this one and done. So thank you for running the net, and wish everybody a great day. W5OG, W2WLD.
All right, Bill, one and done. We've got you for that, and 7-3 to you. And good comments there, and got your answers, Echo and Foxtrot. You're going to go with two of them, all right? And we'll see how that turns out. And Charlie for the number of aircraft that can be carried in the Monster C5. Oh, just a minute. I've turned the volume up on my the desktop computer so I could hear the Lumpkin SDR, and that was my spotting program telling me that there's a DX station that I need for confirmation. Anyway, I hope it didn't bother anybody. All right, let's go on to let's see. Yeah, got you covered, Bill, and 7-3 to you. Have a good day. Stick around for the answer, though. You might enjoy that. K2SJP, Bob, you're up next. W5OG.
W5OG. This is K2SJP. Thanks for running the net, Dale. And you got a whopping 20/9 signal into Tampa Bay. We're in the home QTH here in Lutz. However, we'll be going back to Holiday shortly. We need to come over and do a couple of things, and also mow the lawn, which we had accomplished already. Well, we got 90 degrees over here right now. High humidity. Bob, K1BOB, you want to swap? I envy your weather right now compared to mine. The humidity is very high over here, and not very comfortable outside, that's for sure. So that's the deal on that. On the question, yeah, I'm going to go along with Leon, and I'm going to go along with John on that. I will go with Bell. So first answer, Echo, and I will go with 6. Second answer, Charlie. So Echo and Charlie are my answers on that. And Dale, you're a very diversified guy, flying all those different kind of aircraft. Me, I was very limited, only a few. Back to you. Thank you for running the net. We'll be here till the end. W5OG, K2SJP.
Okay, fine, Bob. Yes, you know how fortunate we were, you know, down through the years, and looking back on 2 complete careers. I look forward to going to work every day. Every day, you know, it was one, and I miss it just like you do. Still every day. And I still crane my neck to see every airplane that flies over, even the helicopters. All right, let's go to Bob, K1BOB, and he's the commander there. You're up, Bob, and thanks for the help again this morning. W5OG.
Okay, Dale. Well, yeah, conditions aren't great. Bob just came in quite well. Bill's coming in quite well. F7, that's as good as he usually gets, but very clear. And, yeah, John's a little light. The short skip isn't good, but, yeah, you're coming in on the Lumpkin, the Georgia SDR GIF side. Well, interesting morning here. No, Bob, I won't hold your weather over your head. I won't do that to you. I think too highly of you, but I got someone down in Arizona is going to get some of my wrath this year when he tells me it's paradise when it's 116 and you can't get out of your house for weeks. at a time, so I'll abstain for now. Anyway, well, interesting question. I was trying to limit things down as best I could. On the first question, Dale, I think I got it down to Subaru, Hughes, or Bell. Now, I was going to go with Subaru because my wife's SUV is a Subaru, and it will not fly. It just does not fly. But it's a good vehicle, actually. So that would have been my guess. However, who am I not to be a lemming? I know when the time's right to turn my lemming suit on. So I'll go with Echo for the first one, and I think it was either 5 or 6, and it looks like the lemmings are going towards 6. So that's a small helicopter, small, it's not large, small attack. I think, yeah, they fold the rotors on those things, and yeah, I think 6 is doable in a big C5 mammoth there. So I'm going to go with Echo and Charlie. I did want to say Charlie, pair of Charlie. However, I'm going to go Echo Charlie. Echo Charlie. Thank you for running the net today, and a very good morning to all the flyers here. Yeah, the weather's been pretty good, although we got a little rain yesterday. It starts at 40 in the morning, goes up to 70. And getting ready for the big weekend here where more tourists come up here. K1 BOB. Back to you, Dale.
All right, fine business, Bob. Very good comments there. Okay, let's move along. Go to John, W7AJN in Paradise, Arizona. Well, not really. I think there is a Paradise, Arizona, but in the Paradise location of Peoria, Arizona. W7AJN, you're up, John, W5OG.
W5OG, W7AJN. Yes, this is Paradise in the winter months. But we tolerate the heat, and you get used to it, and you just move from air conditioning to air conditioning to air conditioning. Anyway, the temperature here is currently is 74 degrees. It started out at 64 today and is going up to 94. So that's a beautiful 94 degrees, and we're going to take it. So all the girls are all fine. So the health report is real good. And let's see on the question. I'm sure Bell was not involved, but I'm not sure about the scorekeeper. Anyway, I'm going to go with the lemon. Say it is Easy and Charlie, or Echo and Charlie are my answers. So good net, Bob and Arnie Dale. Looking at the wrong page. Good net, and I'm getting a lot of folks on the radio on ATX, so it's a pretty good day for me. So this is W7AJN. Oh, by the way, I'm going to be a one and done, but I'll listen for the answer. So 7-3 to all the flyers out there, and thanks, Dale, for taking the net and doing a great job.
All right, fine, John. Yeah, and you're going to be one and done, so 7-3 to you. We'll check you out. Got your answers, Echo and Charlie. Let's go to the ops officer, KF7GJO. Good morning, Carl there in Sparks. Hope everything is well with you. You're up, W5OG.
Good morning, everybody. KF7GJO here from a splendid day out here in Nevada. It's kind of cloudy. Might get some thunderstorms later, but nothing like you guys are getting in the south and the east. Anyway, yeah, I have to go outside and mow the lawns. I'm under direct orders from the XYL to get that done sooner than later. She was miffed because I didn't do it yesterday. But hey, what can I say? If you don't get it done today, there's always next year. Conditions are not good today, buddy. You normally are the industry standard for propagation and reception, and if I listen to the radio, I've got to use my imagination to know it's you, and saw is not that very good this morning, but at least I can hear you. Oh, now the answers. Boy, you got me on that one because the Apache came after my time and really didn't know that much about it. So I'm going to take a shot in the dark and go with E. I think that after Bell's involvement for so many years that they switched contractors, but then, like I said, that's strictly a wild guess. And the thing that Lee pointed out as far as suppliers, vendors, things like that, parts could come from some strange places. Okay, as for the bonus question, then, now I've been in C5s before, but I'm thinking as far as 6, you're looking at a C-17. I'm going to stick my neck out a mile here and say you can only get 4, presuming that they will be operational helicopters and not helicopter in a box when they reach their destination. I'm going with A Alpha. I'm going to say 4 helicopters in a C5. So that's my guess. Back to you, and I'll be standing by to the end. W5OG, this KF7, GJO.
Okay, Carl. Yeah, I can see your signal and my noise a little bit there, but you're coming in good on the Lumpkin SDR, so I'm able to hear you well there. And I do have the antenna out that direction, so you're not likely to hear me locally there. Mighty Fine got your answers as Echo and Alpha, a bit different on the number that can be carried on the C5. All right, let's go. Let's see. We'll say hello again to Chris, KS5KY, and good morning again to you, Chris. Let's go to Charlie running the live stream there for us on YouTube. K4YDB, you're up, Charlie, W5OG.
W5OG, K4YDB. Well, good morning, Dale. Morning to all the flyers out there. Well, Dale, your signal is pretty good here today. You've got your antenna swung my way. And good copy on you today. And so far, I've heard everybody except for Tom. Why, yes, of course, he's too close. I hardly ever hear him. But I hope everybody's having a great morning. Right now, it is 78 degrees here. The sun has not come out yet for the day, which is, well, that's what I'm waiting for, is the sun to come out. Yesterday, I went out and walked my fence line and sprayed to see if I can kill the fence lines. I'm tired of weed whacking it, so I'm going to try to see if I can kill it. But anyway, I may not do anything today because I can only do so much until I get the information back on my neck. I'm waiting for that, and that'll be next Tuesday. Before I figure out what my next step is going to be with that. But as far as the question goes, well, I was original. Well, I'm going to go with Charlie on the, no, I'm not Charlie, Echo on the first one, because that one I really don't know. Now, C5, I've seen a lot of C5s. I mean, they flew into Yokota all the time. I was leaning more toward 4. But you might as well just put me down for the Lemmings and put me down for Charlie. Put me down for Echo and Charlie. W5OG, K4YDB. I'm back to net.
Okay, Charlie, got your answers there. Mighty Fine. And, yeah, I see the antenna's toward you, and, of course, you're booming in here. So, mighty Fine all around there, Charlie. Let's move along. Go to Mike, KQ6E and Anthem. You're up, W5OG.
W5OG is KQ6E. Yeah, a little slow on the propagation today. I'm just fine up in Idaho, but a little sketchy in between. So we're hanging in there, copying most everybody. But conditions are certainly better than they were earlier. Yesterday I missed it. I had to go and get focus probed over at the VA and see how things are going. I had 2 blood tests in a week, so I'm tired of all the holes. But anyway, it's been beautiful weather. It's 73 degrees right
think Bill lost out on the contract originally for that helicopter. So I'm going to say Echo, and I'm not sure if it's the CH-45 or the later release, I think the capacity. So I'll just go with the Lemmings here and say Charlie. So who knows? It's a guess, but I'll take it. Anyway, good to hear everybody this morning. Got a golf round tomorrow, so I won't be in, but be looking at on Saturday. So anyway, good to hear everybody, and copied most everybody, but anyway, on the SDR things work. So W5OG in the group, KG6E.
Okie dokie, fine, fine, Mike. A good signal on into Lumpkin there. Was not able to copy you locally very well. I could just tell you were there. Anyway, we got I think we got your answers there. Did you? It was Echo and Charlie, was it not? Give me a confirmation on that, Mike. Was it Echo and Charlie there over? Roger. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Let's go to Ray in New Jersey. WB2JJO. You're up, Ray. Good morning. W5OG. All right, Ray, mighty fine. Echo and Bravo. And very interesting there, all around. You have a good signal on the Lumpkin SDR also there, Ray. But overall, pretty poor conditions for me, for sure. Well, again, we'll say hello to James, KG5PTE, and sorry you had that big storm there yesterday, James, but we'll persevere, I guess, and keep our head down for today because we may have more storms. All right, let's go to Bob, NX6RG. Good morning, Bob, W5OG, you're up.
W5OG, this is NX6RG. Good morning, Dale, and good morning to all the flyers. Well, I tried to use the Utah SDR this morning, and I couldn't get any audio on my iPad, so I did a little reading there on the site, and I don't know, there may be an issue there, so I'm going to have to check into that. Looks like I have some sort of issue with trying to get the audio to work on my iPad there, but anyway, the Lumpkin, Georgia SDR is working, so we're copying those signals on that. Well, it's an interesting question. I don't really know, but I like Leon's answers, so I'm going to copy off him today. So put me down for Echo and Charlie, and we'll see how that works. I have to be one and done. I've got to take Schroeder for his walk for the answer, Dale. W5OG, NX6RG.
Okay. All right. Fine there, Bob. Echo and Charlie, and let's move along. Let's see. I think, I didn't realize that we had all these visitors down here. I should have gone to them earlier. I believe that Alpha Charlie 4 Delta Alpha left. Let me just see if Leo is still there. AC4DA, are you still with us there, Leo? If so, you're up for the net, W5OG. Okay, Leo, mighty fine. And Leo wants me to ask the net here if there's anybody that might know the location of a 3500Z. He's in dire need of one, and if you do, let us know here. And it's a 3-500Z. And I've got two, but I'm not going to. I only have those two that came with the SB 220 that I built back in 1972. And it's still here, and those tubes still work fine, although I'm not using it now. I'm using the PGXL Flex amplifier. And Leo, I would suggest you check out our website. You definitely would be a candidate for membership if you would choose to do so. It's not required. We'd love to have guests, and you can check in whenever you want as a guest, and we'd love to have you. And you can share your experiences there at Keesler a long time ago. And we've been there many times ourselves in Mobile, Alabama, a nice place. And anyway, glad to have you aboard this morning, Leo, and do check out our website, airforcesflyersclub.org. There is an online application if you'd like to become a member, and we, like I say, it's not necessary. All right, let's move along. But if anybody has a 3-500Z that they know is available, let us know. Let's go ahead and try another visitor here, and I do apologize, I didn't notice you earlier. K4 India Sierra Golf. Gary, I think it is. You're up for the net, W5OG. Is this Gary? Oh, okay. Well, we can make that. We can still make it happen, Leo. And I'll tell you what. If you want to become a member, let us know, and we'll get you the information that you need. In fact, all you really need to do is send an email to WA6LJS and attach a copy of your DD214. And I think he can do it all from you from there. If you don't have a computer, so you can't send an email. Sorry. Oh me. Well, Leo, let us know over the air. We'll make it happen one way or the other. We do need a photocopy of your DD214. Okay, Leo, AC4DA W5OG. Okay. Anyway, Leo, hope you got that all okay. Let's move along. Let me see if Gary and I'm down in Georgia. K4ISG. Are you there, Gary at W5OG? All right. Let's move along to Steve in Port Richey, Florida. KJ4FPA. Foxtrot Papa Alpha. Are you there this morning, Steve? You're up, W5OG. Well, I don't hear Steve, and Florida's coming in pretty good, so we'll move along. And Rod, KL1Y, is just listening this morning, so he may be working. Good morning to you there, Rod. Let's try Art in New River, Arizona. WX7 Lima Lima. Art, good morning to you, and you're up, W5OG. Anybody hear Art?
WX7 Lima Lima, you're up, Art.
WX7 Lima Lima, you're up, Art. K1DLB.
Nothing here, WA6LJS.
I don't hear him either. He must, maybe he gave up on us. I don't know. Anyway, we'll move along. Let's see. He is the last one on the list, I believe. And let's see. This KQ4IJN is receive only. That's Steve in Edgewater there in Florida. KQ4HJN, very good morning to you if you're receive only there. All right, that's the bottom of the list, unless I missed anyone. Did I miss anybody on the initial trip through the list? Call now, W5OG. Okay, I'm not hearing much, but I didn't hear anybody come back, so let me go ahead and get the question of the day. And I thought it was very interesting, and the question again was about the Apache AH-64, the most advanced multi-role combat helicopter used by the Army. And my question was, which of the following corporations has never been involved in manufacturing the AH-64? Well, as you probably remember, the AH-64 came out in, I believe it was 82, something like that. And Hughes helicopter built the initial AH-64. And then they got bought out by McDonnell Douglas, who then got bought out by Boeing. So all three of those, Alpha, Bravo, and Delta, would be correct that they have all been involved with the AH-64. So you can mark those off. And as a matter of fact, Subaru does build helicopters. I was surprised to find that out, but they built the Japanese version of the Apache. And so they have been involved. Now, so that leaves Echo and Foxtrot. I thought when after Lee gave his answer, I went back and checked on the internet. I typed in, has Bell Helicopter ever manufactured any portion of the AH-64? This time it came back no. So I could have sworn that the first time I put that in, it said yes, that they had been involved some way or another in building something for the Apache. So my answer was originally F, Sikorsky, which is now part of Lockheed Martin. But you know, I'm going to give credit for Echo or Foxtrot. The first one that got that, of course, was Captain Bill. He said he wanted Echo and Foxtrot both as never having, and he is correct. If we take out Bell, then I know Sikorsky has never been involved in it. They don't build those small. Well, they do build smaller helicopters, but not the. They didn't go after that contract as vigorously as perhaps they could have. I flew Sikorsky helicopters, the H-3 and the H-53, so I'm familiar with those. Not the Apache. All right. So Echo and Foxtrot, if you got one of those, you would be correct. And the number that can be carried was, 6 is correct. Charlie was the correct answer for the second question. 6 Apaches on the, and I think that's because they have to put them all on the floor and pass them down just right. So that would be the limiting factor there. I'm sure they could cram more of those in there. They're small, but they only carry 6. All right, so that's the answer for the day, and I do appreciate all your participation, all the great answers, and good comments. And we'll hear some more from Lee, hopefully, on the Apache. Very interesting aircraft, by the way. So those of you who don't know much about it, you ought to look it up and read about it. All right, let's go back to a quick 73 round. Let me just take a quick standby and see if we have any last minute check-ins. The last call for check-ins, Air Force's Flyers, ClubNet members or guests, call now. Well, I'm not hearing it. There is somebody in there, but I'm not hearing it because of my strong noise level. Anybody copy that station? Any relays, W5OG?
It was a
KG5. Kilo Echo 5, Romeo Golf
HM,
Mike.
I believe, Dale.
Was that W5RHM?
KG5RHM.
Bob, would you see if you can get his name and location there? KG5RHM. Go ahead. K2SJP, W5OG.
Yeah, KG5RHM. Let me know if I have your call correct, and give me your name and QTH, please. This is Bob, K2SJP. Okay, what's the name? Okay, KG5 Romeo Golf Mike in North Carolina. This is K2SJP. Not very strong. A lot of QSB on your signal, but we are copying you. Do you have anything for the net? Go ahead. Okay, fine business on that. Thanks for checking in to the net. Back to net control, W5OG, K2SJP.
Okay, fine, Bob. Thank you for that. I'm just not able to pull him out. I can tell he's there. And it's the Romeo Golf Mike, John, if you're hearing me. KG5 Romeo Golf Mike. I didn't get his name either there, Bob. All right, let's go ahead and start a quick 73 round. We got to get out of here before the bottom of the hour, so we'll have to be quick comments there. And I see that Don is still on there for the on Echo Link. So if you could bring him in there, Bob, K1BOB, over to you for K0ZNC, W5OG.
Wilco, K1BOB here, and Don, you're up for a quick one for the net. Don, take it. There he is.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Dale. 73 to everybody. Thanks for running the net, Dale. Tell Sharon hi. And, if you can find a way to stop by one way or the other, during that long line, or plane coming or going to South Florida, please do it. And look forward to it. 73 to K0ZSA. Back to you, Dale, via K1BOB.
K1BOB, back to net. Back to net, Dale, K1BOB.
Hold on.
Back to net.
Hold on, John.
Okay. All right, John, I had to step away just for a minute, but I'm back now. And 7-3 to you, Don. got that all okay, and thank you for doing the simulcast there, Bob. All right, let's move along at W5PIX, Mobile, 7-3 round clip, W5OG.
All right, everyone, have a very good day, and sitting here taking a little cat nap. Anyways, everybody have a good day. 7-3s. Back to you, Dale. W5OG, W5PIX. Hit you on Echo Lake, W5PIX.
Okay, fine. We'll see you on Echo Lake there, Cliff. See, watching Charlie walk through that airplane in the background there. It's pretty interesting. All right, let's go to Jack. KM4CX, 7-3, Jack, W5OG. Yeah, okay. It's actually the C5, Jack, but you could put them in a 747, especially that cargo version that has the front clamshell that opens. All right, let's go to, I don't think Lee is there, W4PUO. Let me just take a quick standby. Are you there, Lee, at W5OG?
W4PUO, you're up, Lee. Negative copy.
Okay, well, sorry that we're not getting, he's not able to hear us. All right, let's move along to Lee, N5BE, and I would be curious if you know about that Apache Longbow and the difference there between the D and the other earlier models there, Lee. N5BE, 7-3 round, W5OG.
Yeah, W5OG N5BE. Yeah, that longbow radar is a derivative of the APG-66 that was in the F-16AB aircraft. I can talk about that on another day. Also, at the I don't want to sound like a know-it-all, okay? But I have to tell you, Lockheed is a major contributor to the Apache program. They make the targeting system that's on the nose of that aircraft. So Sikorsky has nothing to do with it, but so maybe trick question there. But the Lockheed Corporation is a major supplier to the Apache program. And you have now given me the some question material here, which I may work on. I love this today. Good stuff. W5OG N5BE, 73, everybody.
I thought you would. I was very hesitant to go in this direction because I know so little about it, and you know so much, and I know that. It's always a challenge to come up with questions there. And I was afraid of that, that very thing. But there was no way that Sikorsky got involved with it. I do know that. Anyway, 7-3, Lee, it's been fun. Let's go to Tom, KA4YES. You're up, Tom. 7-3 round, W5OG. Okay, Tom. I noticed that they're needing helpers out at Hart Ranch. If you want to change your mind, they would be welcoming you with open arms. 7-3. Have a good day, Tom. Let's go to thanks for the help, John. WA6LJS 7-3 round, W5OG.
Okay, real good, Dale. W5OG, WA6LJS. Well, conditions aren't good on the West Coast today. You're in the noise. Just about everybody was in the noise. Leon, I copied, and SJP in Florida, I copied, but I've been bouncing around the SDRs to hear the rest of you, so very strange conditions today. And I just heard K6 Papa X-Ray call me on the repeater, so I'm going to come back and answer him on 2 meters there. 73 Dale, back to net, WA6LJS.
All right, John. Yeah, we'll stand by for Steve. Good morning to you, Steve, if you're listening. K6 Papa X-Ray. And my G5RV is not working, and that would be a good alternative antenna for me this morning with these bad noise conditions on the quad. Anyway, we'll move along and try it again, I guess, tomorrow on the net. Maybe conditions will improve, but it's sure been tough for me today, and I apologize that I've had to have the antenna to the east. All right, so let's see. Bill signs. Let's go to Bob. K2SJP. 7-3 round, Bob. W5OG.
W5OG. K2SJP. Thank you for running the net, Dale. KG5 RGM is Peter, and he's in Richardson, Texas. It's on the screen now. What do you mean you can't take it with you? Maybe I ought to go out and buy the flex amplifier and things like that. In that case. Let's see, you got 26 check-ins, so let me get this right back to you. See you on Echolink. Thanks for running the net, Dale. W5OG, K2SJP.
Okay, Bob. Well, that's I've heard the old philosophy about, my goal is to spend the last dollar of the last day. I don't adhere to that necessarily. I think it's important that you leave a legacy, but it's true, Bob. None of us will take it with us. That's one certainty in life. All right, but you got to enjoy every day, and if that means a new flex amplifier is in your future, well, so be it. Okay, let's see who's next here. K1BOB, the Commander Bob. We're pontificating here, Bob. You're up, W5OG.
Very good. Well, I've been getting y'all morning, Dale, one way or another, mostly on my radio, and I'm lucky I have only an S3 noise level, which is kind of usual here. It's the usual thing, and you're coming in good on the Georgia SDR all morning, even better, S9 or so. I see I'm coming in there. Oh, just a little over S9. There's 10 over. That's good. And appreciate you the question. Yeah, a lot of answers there, I guess. A lot of eliminations. I'm not sure how you do that, but very good nonetheless. Good discussion there. And the right number of helicopters. A lot of folks guessed that, including me, and that's a good thing. Let's see. Well, I got to get out of here. I won't be on Echolink here at the end, Dale. Got to get down with the missus. We're going to look at another truck camper. I just can't get it out of our mind there. It's the longest we've been without some type of camper in the last 30 years. So we might pick something up there, something small. It'll just stay on the truck all year round. Anyway, this is K1BOB wishing the very best to all the flyers, big group, and well done, Dale. K1BOB, back to W5OG.
All right, Bob, my time. Well, good luck with that search for the perfect RV. If you can find one, let us know. Okay, let's move along. John and Peoria signed out. Let's go to Carl. KF7GJO. 7-3 round, Carl, W5OG.
Roger that, Dale. And answer the question, yes, you can take it with you. Story my dad always told. Just get Bangladesh downwards checks because they're located all over hell. Hey, everybody have a fantastic day, and do your shopping early because tomorrow is Friday, Martini Day. Great net, Dale. W5OG, KF7, Dale.
Yeah, fine, Carl. It's always fun. I do enjoy this net. All right, let's go to, let's see who would be next. We'll say hello again to Chris there. And let's go to Charlie, K4YDB, 7-3. Charlie, thanks for doing the live stream as always. That really adds a lot to the net where we can see the question. Don't have to write anything down. That's great. You're up, Charlie, W5OG.
W5OG, K4YDB. Well, thanks, Dale. They're getting easier and easier for me to put up. So I can do them in about 10 or 15 minutes to get them in. So it's not that. Oh, when I first started, it took me 30 minutes to an hour to get one in. Anyway, 7-3s, everybody. Everybody have a great day. Don't know if I'll be on Echolink or not just yet. I might stop by for at least one round. Anyway, K4YDB back to net.
All right, Charlie, mighty fine. Thanks again. And let's see. How about Mike, KQ6E, 7-3 round, Mike, W5OG.
W5OG, KQ6E. Good to hear everybody this morning, and good question as always. And conditions were a little squirrely, but was able to copy most everybody, and those I couldn't, I was able to hear on the SDR. So we're going to go out. We've got some honeydews today. Want to get gas before the weekend and craziness at Costco where we get our gas. So got to run out and do that, and just got to take it easy and do a few things, and then go play some golf tomorrow. So hopefully we'll catch you guys on Saturday, and hope everybody has a good weekend. So W5OG in the group.
All right, fine, Mike, 7-3 to you. All right, let's see, Ray, WB2JJO, 7-3 Ray, W5OG. All right, Ray, 7-3 to you. Hold on. Had to crank the volume up on the SDR there, so I turned that back down. Okay, let's see if Leo is still there. AC4DA, our 73 round. If you're there, Leo, you're up. W5OG. I don't hear Leo. He must have left. Let's see if there's anybody else. K4ISG we didn't get. KJ4FPA we didn't get. Let me see. And KL1Y, Rod is just listening today. Let's try WX7 Lima Lima again. Are you there, Art? W5OG. We're in the 73 round. Well, I don't hear Art. Let's see. Let's try KQ4IJN. Are you still there, Steve? If so, you're up. W5OG. I guess he's not with us. How about the Kilo Golf 5 Romeo Golf Mike? If you're there, Peter, you're up for the net. W5OG. Is it Kilo Echo 5? No, yeah, that's you, Kilo Echo 5, Romeo Golf. Mike, I can hear you on the local receiver. Where are you located? that's amazing. You're an S9 with me locally here. I'm hearing you good. Is it Peter? Is that right? Okay, Kenny. Yeah, we got it correct on the SDR on the net logger, and we see your name is Kenny there. Mighty fine. Well, travel safely. You have anything for the net before we close? Good signal now, Kenny. And I apologize we weren't hearing you before. Kilo Echo 5, Romeo Golf Mike, Mobile, W5OG. All right, well, we're on here every day, so come back and join us there when you can, Kenny. 7-3 to you, and that's the bottom of the list. We need to get out of here for the next net, which starts the bottom of the hour, a couple of kilohertz up, but they get started early. The Alaska Pacific net there does. So anyway, let me go ahead and shut this net down, and my gratitude to everyone that helps, certainly. And I do apologize for my high noise level. It's made it doubly difficult to run the net when you can't hear anybody locally. Have to depend on the SDRs, but sometimes that works that way. And I've got some local highway construction going on out here, and I hope that this is not the cause of it. I don't know that for a fact, but it's going to be here for the next 2 years with us. So that's not going to be a pleasant event at all. If I have to take 2 years off of the top of the sunspot cycle here, that's going to be really bad news. Anyway, thank goodness for the SDRs. This has been the Thursday edition of the Air Force's Flyers Club Net. This is your net control is Whiskey 5 Oscar Golf, and I do thank all the participants and your patience with me with the question, and thanks for participating, those that checked in. Have a good day, everybody. 7-3 W5OG now closing the Air Force's Flyers Club Net, returning the frequency to normal amateur use. See everybody over on Echo Link that would care to join us. W5OG clear.